Afternoon, everybody. I'm Venus from Heart's Desire by Venus, and today I am going to start a new project. If you remember, a couple videos back, I did an unboxing of Your Creative Studio. They sent me their monthly kit, and a lot of this stuff was kind of travel, vintagey. In particular, there was quite a few train stamps and things that they sent me here. So I have decided I'm going to do a traveler's journal, but not really. It's going to be my take on a traveler's journal or flippy, flappy book, or I don't know what you want to call them. I'm calling it my version of a travel's journal. So today I'm going to start that. And I'm going to be using some of their products. And I'm also going to be using some digital papers that I happen to have, which I will put the links below when I get to those videos as to what company I'm using and that. But you could do this for any theme you want. So I'm going to show you the bones of my traveler's notebook or whatever you want to call it. So I have a legal size file folder here. And I'm going to cut this down and use this. So I'm going to make my traveler's journal or notebook 9 inches long. Okay. So I'm going to cut it down to 9 inches. Save this piece because I always save it and I end up using it for something else. Okay. The reason I'm using this, a lot of times you'll just use the traveler's notebooks. They'll just do foldovers or they'll do a bunch of envelopes. I'm doing my own version, and I'm liking this as my base. And there's two reasons I'm using this file folder. As you can see here on the one side, you've got all those little embossed grooves. That makes a perfect spine for what I want to do. So, what depth did I do? I did, let's see here. I think on my other one, let me just check. I did 5 inches wide. That's what I thought. Double checking myself. So open it up, and from your fold, I am going to just do it, cut it off at 5 inches. Okay, keep this piece because we always use them. And then what I'm going to do, move this out of the way, is you can see the other folds here. I'm going to use that as my spine. So I'm going to fold it, crease it there. So now I'm going to change out my blade from a cutting blade to a scoring blade. And I'm going to put that on my 5 inch mark. And I'm going to score it at 5 inches. And then I'm going to move it down and I'm going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is put my cutting blade back in. And I'm just going to even this file folder out. Because you see here on the end, you get that little wow. I don't want that. Trying to mat that is a pain. So I'm just going to basically line this all up and just trim so it just gets to that. So just line it up and just take that off. That's it. Just take it off, I'm telling you. So now I'm going to crease everything that I have just scored and crease it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, so here's the first crease, which that was the one that we used, took advantage of the file folder itself. So this one here where we put the 1/2 inch, I'm actually going to crease it to the back side. Okay, because this book is going to go both sides. And I'll just flip it over, it'll crease again. So your book will open up this way. And then you flip it to the back cover and it's going to open up this way. So now what you're going to do is you're going to get a bunch of envelopes. And I've got all kinds of envelopes here, all sorts, and junk envelopes. Look at this. I got an envelope I've been saving from the government of Canada. Woohoo! Ooh, more government of Canada ones. Boy, I must have been a naughty girl getting all these Government of Canada window ones. So I'm just going to cut them down so they're a little cleaner looking here. But I want the windows on these. And we're going to cover them up eventually, so I'm not too concerned about the writing on there. I'm just going to give it a nice clean line so that when I join it to these books, I'm good. So let's start at the front. And you want to add a few layers on here. So hence the reason I've got a bunch of different envelope sizes. But let's see, what am I going to start with? I'm going to start with this one. So this is a big envelope. And look, it's got the shiny. Whew. Yeah, it's got that shiny part in there. I just got random ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down because I do not want it bigger than my journal itself. I do not want it bigger than 5. So I'm going to just put the flap here. I'm going to line it up at 5 inches. And I'm just going to trim the edge of that. So now my envelope, whoop, threw that away, has pocket there. And I'm going to put that on this book as well. And don't worry, I'm going to cover that all up. So I kind of just lay out my envelopes to get an idea. And I want them at all different heights and that. But I do not want it any wider than this. Because as it is, when I put an insert in there with probably a tab, you know, on it, you know, it's going to stick out. So I don't want it too much wider than this. So then this is where I just take some of my envelopes and I kind of get an idea where they're going to go. So this one, I'm just going to put some two-sided tape to oh, no, I'm going to peel it. This one's got a little peely thing. Because most of these are going to be sewn, stitched, glued, again, multiple times. So I'm not too worried. I'm just going to secure it on here. Perfect. So then it will open up this way, and I have a little flap here. Which brings me to this here. I like this envelope, so what I want is my front cover is going to have a few different flips on here. So I think I'm going to put this one on here. So then it will open this way, and it will open this way. That sounds good. Let's just do that. So I'm using up envelopes I've got and junk envelopes. I like to do these every now and then. And I'm just using a little bit of tape to secure it in until I get into the nitty-gritty of matting and texturing and all that. And then I will secure it better. So I'm just going to slip it in the opening. And I will be matting inside the openings a bit too, because I just like to do that. But I will do that later once I've constructed. Ooh, don't stick, don't stick, don't stick. And we stuck. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Peel off, peel off, peel off. As I'm peeling it off, I'm sticking it to more things. Yeah. All right, that went well. Good thing we're matting. Let's try that again. Whew. That one was better. Do that out. Good thing I'm matting in there. All right, so then this one opens this way. This one's going to open this way. Oh, I've got it backwards. There. So what else have I got in here for envelopes? Now, I'll be putting more layers in later, but this is really my bones that I'm starting with right now. I think I'm going to put, because these are just the perfect length on here. Oh, here's one that's better. This one's been unused. So I think I'm going to, because I really want one of these windows on the front. And I want different layers. I think I'm going to add it. Can I add it right in here? No, I'm going to secure it onto the back here. But when I fold it over, it's going to actually be on top of here. So we want to secure it to here, like this. So I always do that because, let's be honest, how many times have you put the tape or the glue on the wrong side? I have, all the time. I kind of get creative, and sometimes I get a little too excited and I forget which way I really wanted it. So let's flip twice, tape once, just to make sure we've got it going the right way. So I'm going to line it up right to the spine. And you can configure these however you want and use whatever you want. for envelope wise on here. So then my goal is because this one is going to stick out a little bit over, I'm just actually going to burnish it so that it folds there. Nice and easy. So now this one will flip out this way, but I do want this to be an opening. So I'm going to take my cutter and I'm just going to slice you could do it with scissors, but I'm not very straight. So I'm just basically just going to kiss the edge with my blade just to make the envelope open up. So I'm taking off like, I don't know, not even an eighth, just so that my envelope will open up. So there we go. So I've got my one here. When you open it up, this one's going to open this way. This one's going to open this way. Close it back up, and this opens this way. Perfect. So then we're on the inside. Let's see here. Now on the inside, I've got this top loading. How are we going to make this go? I might actually put this one in the signatures that I actually attach. So let's just do, I need a couple of other sized envelopes. What have I got here? Well, I've got a green one. I don't want a green one. All right, what have I got here? Got another one of those. And that's not one. Let's see. Will this one fit? It's a little big. A little big for what I wanted. This one fits perfectly. So let's put one of these in here. Because I'm also going to add a signature in here. And then on this spine here, I'm going to add a signature as well. So I'm just giving myself some, you know, a little bit of bones here. I think I'm going to do that. And I want the envelope to be able to have something tucked in. So I'm going to fold it backwards. So then when you put something in, it'll be on this side. Perfect. So I'm going to tape on this side. And there's really no wrong way to do this. I mean, if it makes you happy, you know, do it. I'm just kind of creating lots of little hidey holes for this because I just kind of have this vision of lots of hidden pockets and envelopes in this little travel journal. I'm kind of thinking as you're traveling, you know, you would be sticking your treasures in this book and you want lots of little spots to put your treasures. At least I think so. And then do I want a littler one here? And let's do a bigger one. Bigger one here, because again, we're going to mat all these, but I don't want it to over stick there. Yeah, let's stick it here so that it's on this side. Again, I'm going to fold the envelope. Oh, how do I want to do that? No, I'm going to stick it on this side because I want to be able to access this pocket. So again, we're going to tape this side down. And I know this looks a little crazy, but trust me, in the end, when we're done, you're going to have a fantastic traveler's journal here. Or whatever theme you decide to do. I'm just doing travel because that's the kind of theme of the stuff I have. Okay. So then that one will open this way. We'll probably do some more in there, but these, again, this is just the bones. So now we're working on the back side, which it goes the opposite direction. And I've got this big flap there. So I was thinking that this is that envelope that I cut down. Will it fit? Yeah, I could secure it right on here, and then I can mat on the inside of this so you'll have it peeking through on this back side. I think that's perfect. So I'm going to tape on this side. And just perfect. All right. So then I slide this in. See if I can do this one better than I did the other one. No contact until it's ready. I'm just going to bring it right up to the fold there. Excellent. And just burnish that down. So then I have this pocket right there. Then when you open it up, let's see. Do I want... I think I do want another layer on the front of this though. So I think I'm going to add this one. No, because that's going to stick over too far. I don't want to stick over that way. But I could do it so that, let's do, yeah, so that when you open it this way, it's kind of peeking out here. Yeah, so I'm going to take the edge off of this as well. Again, just like 1/8 of an inch. Just, where'd my cutting blade go? When I put my thing down, I must have knocked my cutting blade out. Strange. All right, scissors it is, because, oh, there it is. I dropped it on the floor. There it is. All right, so I'm just, again, like the teeniest cut, just enough to open that envelope and turn it into a pocket. Okay, so then I want it to, it's going to stick out just ever so slightly. So I'm going to tape it this side down. And yeah, these envelopes are a little thin, some of them, but that's all right, because I'm going to be matting some of these. I'm going to be adding some texture to them, all kinds of things. So again, we're just creating the bones of this book. So when you put it down, I'm just going to line it up just to the fold, but not over the fold. There. So then that pocket is still usable from both sides, but I think I'm actually going to, I'll probably mat this closed, or mat this so that it's closed and just access it this way, but it's peeking out ever so slightly here. So then when we open it up, I want to put, I think, not that one, not that one, that one. I'm going to put, so that, how does it look? Yeah. I'm trying to go for is a bunch of different layers on here. And different, different layers, but different heights as well. So do I want it to go like this? I think so. So again, I'm going to just cut that edge off ever so slightly. And then we can put it on. So the pocket. So you do have to pay attention to which way the pockets are inserting, because you don't want it to be difficult to put things in the pockets. So you do have to kind of pay attention to that. Okay, so again, just a little bit of tape to secure it. Come on, tape. And not across the fold, but right up to it. Perfect. Okay, so then you can see I've got all that. So then you can ink it up. And once you've inked it up, I'll show you the one that I've already done. It looks like this. So I have a flip, the flip, the flip, and then this one, I opened it up here. Okay. And then you open it up to your main part, just here. So I've got an envelope that I opened up. Did I open it up this way? No, I didn't. I've just got it accessed here. And then this one you access from in here. This one you open up here. I might actually open that part up as well. So then you close this part up. And then when you flip it over to the back side, you have got another flap and a flap here. So that's the bones. Okay? So I'm inking it all up now because I like to. You don't have to. But you can see you've got all these different layers here. And now, when you look at it from the top, you can see it's kind of like a Z. So now we are going to construct this. So I have found a few digitals that I have, that I like. They're vintage train. And I'm just going to plug away at adding these things to this this book. I'll put the link below for the printables. Oh, that's a word that I'm going to be using. And next time I will do a little bit of decorating in this book, and we will continue on. But I just wanted to get you started on the bones of this, and so you can have it ready so that the next time we meet up again, we will continue to add inside here, add some embellishments, add some of the stuff out of the kit that I got, and we'll eventually put 2 signatures in here as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so that you know what I'm doing when I'm doing it. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Have yourself a great day.